Hey everyone, before you spend a penny on either of these, watch this comparison because the real value only becomes clear right at the end.
Okay, quick joke before we talk money. If digital art software instantly made us good at drawing, none of us would be blaming the tablet, the stylus, or our hand-eye coordination. Anyway, let's jump straight into pricing. Krita has one of the simplest pricing models you'll ever see. Krita is completely free and open source, which already makes it incredibly attractive for artists at any level. You can download it at no cost, use all core features, and even use it commercially without paying a subscription. There are optional paid versions on platforms like Steam or the Microsoft Store, but those exist mainly to support development rather than unlock features. In contrast, MyPaint is also free and open source, with no paid tiers at all, making this more about philosophy and workflow than budget. So from a pricing standpoint, Krita and MyPaint are evenly matched. Neither locks features behind paywalls, and neither pressures users into subscriptions. The real difference comes down to how much power and complexity you want in your art tool. Now let's talk about what Krita actually offers. Krita is a full-featured digital painting and illustration program built for artists who want depth, control, and professional-grade tools. It supports advanced brush engines with deep customization, allowing artists to tweak texture, opacity, flow, and dynamics in fine detail. Krita also supports layers, masks, blending modes, selection tools, symmetry tools, and transformation options that rival paid professional software. One of Krita's standout strengths is its support for multiple creative workflows. It's not just for painting. Krita supports concept art, illustration, comics, manga, and even frame-by-frame animation. Artists can create storyboards, ink pages, color panels, and animate scenes all within the same environment. The animation timeline, onion skinning, and frame management tools make it especially popular among indie animators and illustrators experimenting with motion. Another key reason artists gravitate toward Krita is how well it supports growth over time. Beginners can start with simple brushes and basic layers, then gradually unlock more advanced tools as their skills improve, without ever needing to switch software. Krita's extensive shortcut customization and workspace layouts allow artists to evolve their setup as projects become more complex. Community-created brush packs, templates, and plugins also expand Krita's capabilities far beyond the default installation, making it feel endlessly adaptable. Krita's open source nature plays a big role here as well. Because it's driven by an active global community, updates frequently, introduce meaningful improvements based on real artist feedback rather than marketing priorities. Bugs get addressed, features improve steadily, and long-term users benefit from software that matures alongside them. This makes Krita not just a free alternative, but a serious long-term creative investment for artists who want professional results without being locked into subscriptions or proprietary ecosystems. Krita also offers color management tools, HDR support, PSD compatibility, and customizable workspaces. Artists can tailor the interface to their workflow, whether they prefer minimal distraction or full access to advanced panels. Tablet support is another major highlight. Krita works extremely well with drawing tablets, offering pressure sensitivity, tilt support, and smooth brush response across devices. Now for the pros and cons. On the positive side, Krita is incredibly powerful, flexible, and professional grade, while remaining completely free. It supports a wide range of artistic styles and workflows and continues to evolve through an active open source community. On the downside, Krita has a learning curve. The interface can feel overwhelming to beginners, and performance may depend on hardware for very large or complex files. But for artists who want depth, control, and creative freedom, Krita delivers far more than its price tag suggests. Now let's switch over to MyPaint, which takes a very different approach to digital art. MyPaint is designed around simplicity, focus, and a traditional painting experience. Instead of trying to be everything at once, MyPaint focuses almost entirely on painting and sketching. The interface is intentionally minimal, removing distractions so artists can focus purely on drawing. This makes MyPaint especially appealing to illustrators who want a calm, natural workflow similar to working with real brushes on paper. MyPaint's brush engine is one of its strongest features. Brushes are fast, responsive, and highly natural feeling, especially when used with a drawing tablet. Pressure sensitivity and brush dynamics feel smooth and predictable, which many artists appreciate for sketching and painting. The canvas is infinite by default, allowing artists to draw freely without worrying about boundaries or resolution until later in the process. MyPaint supports layers, basic blending modes, symmetry, and brush customization, but intentionally avoids advanced editing tools. This design choice keeps the software lightweight and fast, even on older hardware. MyPaint is particularly popular for concept sketches, rough illustrations, studies, and early-stage artwork, where speed and flow matter more than polish. Another aspect that makes MyPaint special is how it supports creative flow without friction. Because the interface stays out of the way, artists often report spending more time actually drawing instead of adjusting settings or navigating menus. This makes MyPaint especially useful for warm-up sketches, daily drawing habits, and idea exploration where speed and intuition matter more than technical precision. The software encourages experimentation because there's very little penalty for trying things quickly and loosely. MyPaint is also extremely forgiving on hardware. It runs smoothly on older computers, low-power laptops, and modest drawing tablets, making it accessible to students and artists who don't have high-end setups. This lightweight performance allows longer drawing sessions without lag or distraction, which can make a big difference for focus and comfort. Files stay simple, load quickly, and don't demand constant system resources. Another strength is how MyPaint pairs with other tools. Many artists use MyPaint for sketching and painting, then export their work into programs like Krita, GIMP, or Photoshop for finishing touches, text, or advanced edits. Now let's talk pros and cons. On the plus side, MyPaint is extremely lightweight, fast, and distraction-free. It's easy to learn, especially for beginners, and offers one of the most natural painting experiences available in free software. It's also completely free and open source, with no hidden costs or limitations. On the downside, MyPaint lacks advanced features found in Krita. There's no complex animation support, limited text tools, minimal selection options, and fewer layer effects. It's not designed for full production workflows or highly detailed editing. In terms of ratings, both Krita and MyPaint generally receive positive community feedback, but Trustpilot data may be limited or inconsistent, since both are open source projects rather than traditional commercial products. Ratings should be treated as general sentiment indicators rather than definitive scores. Final takeaway: choose Krita if you want a powerful, all-in-one digital art studio capable of illustration, comics, and animation. Choose MyPaint if you want a fast, natural, distraction-free painting experience that feels closer to traditional art. If this comparison helped, like and subscribe to the channel, and click the link below to access the software and start creating with the tool that fits your artistic style best.